Hello and welcome to our English News Edition. Here are the headlines for tonight. The Town Hall inaugurated this morning new facilities at the beach siesta. Chinese President arrives in South Africa for the state visit. It is nice to have you with us. Under the high patronage of the Interior Ministry, the Djibouti Town Hall inaugurated this morning new facilities offered by the French forces stationed at Djibouti at the Siesta Beach. These are sports equipment, an observation tower for lifeguards, and a 3D pedestrian crossing, the first in Africa. The ceremony was chaired by the Mayor of Djibouti, Fatuma Awal Osman, and the General of the Air Division, Terry Dikinwa. High officials and members of the government attended this ceremony. This development project at the Siesta was initiated by the mayor of the city to meet the needs of Djiboutians, especially at these periods of great heat where many of our compatriots go swimming. Siesta has been equipped with different materials such as the classic swing game table, a sports course, but also a relief post for lifeguard with a height of 4 meters, and especially the palm plantation around for people with special needs. And the highlight of this inauguration was undoubtedly a 3D pedestrian crossing, the first of its kind in Africa. And expressing herself for the occasion of this inauguration, the mayor of Djibouti City, Fatuma Awal Osman, has not missed to thank the French forces for this unwavering support in the realization of these new installations at the Siesta Beach, which is beneficial, she said, for the Djiboutians who often use it during this period of summer. The Minister of Women and the Family, Mumina Ahmed Hassan, has sponsored this morning at the People's Palace, in collaboration with UNICEF, the inaugural ceremony of a restitution workshop on the analysis of the management of nurseries and communal daycare centers. This workshop brought together the representative of UNICEF and the various ministries. 2 reports have been presented. These will guide future interventions in Djibouti in the field of development and early childhood care. Today we're gathered here, said in her intervention the Minister of Women and Family, Mumina Ahmed Hassan, to present 2 reports on child care. This information concerns initiatives, she said, and actions undertaken by the government of Djibouti concerning early childhood. This work will result in an integrated program and policy for early childhood development and protection. We cannot talk about sustainable development, has explained the minister, the economic development of a country without investing in the childhood. It is the men and women of a country who contribute to its development, so investing in early childhood means making sure and guaranteeing the development of a country. The National Agency for the Promotion of Investments, ANIP, organized yesterday at Sheraton Hotel a workshop focused on the establishment of a common identifier for Djiboutian companies. The initiative is part of the improvement of business climate and business creation in the Republic of Djibouti. These meetings saw the participation of professionals from the respective ranks of the ANIP, the Authority of the Ports and Free Zones, the Central Bank of Djibouti, the Chamber of Commerce, the Statistical and Democratic Studies Management, DSET, Customs, local credit institution, and an expert from the World Bank. The Republic of Djibouti has embarked on a series of reforms that have helped improve the business climate. Such initiatives have facilitated the process of business creation in its accompaniment under the skies of Djibouti, which makes the country one of the most protective countries of investors' rights, according to the so-called Doing Business ranking of the World Bank. In this context, the single window has played a role of leverage because this young institution has contributed to the exponential jump in the number of companies created in the country. Better, the achievements of the institutional actors grouped within it are likely to consolidate the performance of Djibouti in terms of reforms in the next edition of the report Doing Business. Moving on with the national news, a training for trainers of the Djiboutian Border Police has been organized today in Negat to strengthen the protection In management of borders in the context of migratory flows, this action is part of a capacity building project on the protection approach to the border management. The training was designed to provide participants with knowledge and expertise to a small group of border police at various border posts across the country. The training program covers techniques for identifying victims of human trafficking and smuggling of migrants, as well as members of vulnerable groups such as unaccompanied migrants, children, and refugees. Note that Djibouti, a small haven of peace in a region plagued by endless conflicts, welcomes everyday migrants left to themselves, and among these displaced populations are sadly unaccompanied minors who are easy prey for unscrupulous traffickers. This training saw the participation of the National Police Director, Colonel Abdullah Abdi Farah, representative of the IAM in Djibouti, Mrs. Lalani Vrasami, the Ambassador of France in Djibouti, and the representative of the European Union in Djibouti. In the framework of the African Youth Games organized in Algiers, in which the Republic of Djibouti participates on several competitive disciplines, namely athletics, karate, swimming, taekwondo, karaoke, table tennis, football, and judo, the girl Huda Faisal Abdurrahman, a judo Djiboutian, won the bronze medal in its category of 44 kilograms. This performance reflects the vocation of young Djiboutian martial arts disciplines with the combined support of the Djiboutian Federation of Judo and the State Secretariat for Youth and Sports. The Secretary of State for Youth and Sports, Hassan Mohammed Kamil, congratulated the winner and said, "A performance that certainly will pick resonance that can generally help the emulation for the promotion of sports in general." Following the death of the late Haji Hussein El Tiro Wais, village chief of the locality of Bayadeh, the Minister of Communication, Mr. Abdi Yusuf Sugay, the Minister of Labor, Hassan Idris Samire, the Prefect of the region of Ali Sabih, Mohamed Wabari Assowe, the President of the Regional Council, Umar Ahmed Wais, the Director of the Hussein Hassan Dirar, and the Customary Chief of the region of Ali Sabih addresses their condolences to the family of the deceased. The late Haji Hussein El Tiro Wais was a great iconic figure in the reception and installation of the first refugees arriving at the village of Ali Adde in the 80s. His son, Mr. Abdullah Hussein El Tiro, chairman of the RPP party in the locality of Ali Adde and deputy postmaster of Ali Adde, follows his footsteps. We pray Allah to forgive him and welcome him to his eternal paradise. And now in the news, outside our borders, 5th China-Africa People's Forum opens in Chengdu. More with Hindi Ibrahim.
The 5th China-African People's Forum opened in Chengdu, capital of southwest Chinese Sichuan province, on Monday. This is part of a series of events leading up to the Peking Summit of the Forum on China-African Cooperation. The ongoing forum in Chengdu has attracted hundreds of representatives from China and about 30 African countries. Discussions will center around how to promote social and people-to-people exchanges between the two sides over the next 2 days. In his congratulatory letter to the forum, Chinese President Xi Jinping hopes participants can inspire each other to build a closer community with a shared future.
In Nigeria, 15 senators defect from ruling APC to opposition party. Once again, let's listen to Hindi Ibrahim for more details.
The President of the Nigerian Senate, Dr. Bukola Saraki, has announced that the 15 senators of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) have informed the Senate of their defection from the APC to the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP). The Senate President and the Senate Leader, Ahmed Lawan, appealed to the defecting senators not to defect. He noted that the ruling party APC has its own internal disagreements, but this has not translated to factionalization. Therefore, they have no reason to defect. Earlier in the morning, news broke out that Saraki's COVID was blocked by security operatives on his way from his Maitama residence.
In Laos, hundreds have gone missing after the collapse of a dam. More with Mohammed Adam.
In Laos, a country in the Southeast Asia, hundreds of people are missing on Tuesday, July 24, the day after the collapse of a hydroelectric dam under construction in the southeast of the country. The official news agency said the dam located in Attapeu province, southeastern Laos, not far from the Vietnamese border, collapsed Monday night, releasing 5 billion cubic meters of water and causing several deaths and hundreds of missing, said the official agency of the communist regime. The dam project, worth more than 1 billion, has been under construction since 2013. It is being developed by Sepian Shi Nampo Power Company, a joint venture formed by the Thai company Ratchaburi Electricity Generating Holding, Korean company Korea Western Power, and the Laotian state-owned Lao Holding State Enterprise. Dozens of them are currently under construction in Laos, which exports most of its hydroelectric power to the neighboring country, including Thailand. For several years, environmental organizations have been expressing concern about Laos' hydropower ambition, including the impact of them on the Mekong, with its flora and fauna, the rural population, and the local economies that depend on it.
Health, the number of physiotherapists will continue to increase faster than the needs. More in this video.
The number of the physiotherapists will continue to increase faster than the need. According to a study by the DRIS published yesterday, physiotherapists will be 132,000 in 2040, a figure too high compared to the needs of the population. The number of master physiotherapists is already rising sharply since the beginning of the century, to jump by 57% by 2014. Is much more than the need for care, warns the DRIS in a study published Tuesday. 132,000 kinesists in 2014. France had 85,000 kinesists in early 2016. That is to say, 61% more than in 2000, recalled the Statistical Service of Social Ministry. According to his calculations, this professional will be 132,000 in 2040, while the French population will increase by only 9%, even taking into account the aging and the care needs.
And this is it for this edition. Thank you for being with us. Enjoy the rest of our programs.